All right, let's practice some of these special situations. So once again, you should probably have the volume for a cone, sphere, and cylinder written on a piece of paper somewhere, and you will need a calculator to help solve these. We're going to round to the nearest hundredth again and use the pi key on your calculator. So here you have a cone. I drew it out. The height is 6 feet. You do not know the radius, and the volume is 200 cubic feet. What variable is missing right now? Yep, that would be my radius. The radius is missing. So, since my radius is missing, I can plug numbers in for my volume and my height. And then now, what would be the best first step to solving this problem? Multiplying both sides by 3 because we want to cancel out this 1/3. We don't like fractions. When I do that, the 1/3 cancels out, and 200 times 3 is 600. So here I have these. And then what am I going to divide both sides by in one step to get the radius squared by itself? Here we go, pi times 6. Pi times 6, the pi cancels out there. The 6 will cancel out here, leaving me with 31.83 equals the radius squared. Now, am I done with this problem? Nope. We need to do the inverse of squaring a number. What is the inverse of squaring? It is square rooting. So if I take the square root of 31 and 83/100ths, I end up getting 5 and 64/100ths of a foot is about the radius. So that would be the radius right here. So that's with a cone. That's with a cone. So how about now we move on to a hemisphere. Let's move on to a hemisphere. I just want to know the volume. That's it. You need to know the volume of a sphere first. This is the volume of a sphere. And then, what is a hemisphere? What is a hemisphere compared to a sphere? It is half. It is half the volume of a normal sphere. So you're going to plug in the radius, which happens to be 10 here. Boom. And then you're going to get this answer right here. But, so we would get 4/3 times pi so we get this, but this is not my final answer. This is not my final answer right here because in the other video I explained this is a sphere. We need half, so you need to take this and divide it by 2 because it's half. And then when you do that, you get 4188.79 divided by 2. You end up getting 2094 and 395. So there you go. So that's cubic inches. Hemisphere is half. And then last but not least, we will have the cylinder. The cylinder right here. So we're going to have a cylinder. Now I'm going to tell you that the diameter is 8 inches. Okay. And the volume is 600 cubic inches. I want to know the height. So that's my goal right now, is I need to know the height. First step is plug in what you know. But if you notice, the formula wants radius. Does this information give me the radius? No, it gives me the diameter. So what do we have to do with this number 8? If the diameter is 8, that means my radius should be 4, because it's half of 8, half the distance. So that's what number is going to go in for R. And then you're left here. And then so my radius is 4. And I can divide both sides right now. I can divide both sides by what's over here. Pi times 4 squared. Because the pi's will cancel out and the 4 squareds will cancel out. And you can type this just in your calculator. Just make sure you're putting parentheses around that. And then what do you get? You get 11,936 thousandths. You want to round that 3. And you get 11.94 inches is my height.